everybody's favorite skater. Won the Skate Park of Tampa Pro contest this year.
Yep.
And had an amazing part in the Real DVD.
We got Garrett Hill right here. Going for the pop shove 50-50.
A lot of people are claiming Dennis has a lot of momentum.
A lot of bets on him. A lot of bets on him.
I'll tell you, I'm going to say when Dennis makes it to the finals, because I think he will. When he uses this whole course, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, the speed.
That's it.
Yeah. That's what's going to be great about the finals, that the entire course is wide open for the two guys that face off. They get to hit everything nonstop.
Not corralled. Garrett Hill, man, it's nice to see him in contest. You don't see it all the time.
No, he's awesome. You know, he taught me how to sneak into Six Flags.
Really?
I'll tell you about it later, kids.
Okay. Catch that on one of Chris Miraculous specials. Going for a switch 180 off the gap there. Making a gap where there's not a gap. Billy Rohan,
a legend in the New York Skates,
right?
Huh?
Yeah, he's from Gainesville, Florida.
Really? Yeah. Originally. But now it's such a fixture here and does so much for the local skate scene.
He gives back so much. He's one of those guys. Just under 2 minutes. Yeah, you know, Billy Rohan, I used to see him at the skate park in Tampa before I worked there. I mean, maybe 96. Skipped around on the curve rail. Dennis Buzhnitz. Making his way around. That's how Dennis does it. Dennis doesn't pay attention to what he's supposed to skate. He just skates what he wants to.
He just skates top speed. Everybody just knows him. It's super fast. They have a video on Deluxe right now that someone challenged him to a race and lost by a mile.
A race?
A skate race.
A push race?
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds like a fun competition.
We are actually slow-moing him right now, or else we wouldn't be able to see him on the screen.
Oh, that's how it works. That's the first time I've seen Dennis get lost. He just hit 50. 270 over the tip.
So just about a minute left on this third jam.
Did he push at all in his finals run in Tampa?
There we go.
I think he just
barely
just took him. He just keeps on trucking.
Barely. That nose grind was nice around that little ledge.
Try to go big, fat to flat. I'll tell you what, that's deceiving. I think you see that angle, a little more distance, a little more impact than it might appear.
They might have caught that in the background. Dennis Buzhnitz back nose blunt over the hip. Back nose blunt, super hard trick. I don't see everyone do that. That's one of Dennis's very easily. Saw Rohan's name on the bottom of his board. How he does it.
Tell you what, too, having just 3 skaters in these jam sessions. This little Smith there.
Catching everything in the hippie jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're catching it all.
But it's with the 3 skaters in these jam sessions, definitely allows them to kind of open things up and kind of take their time, go down the checklist.
Yeah, the crash up derby factor is a lot less. Not you're running into each other as much. There's Dennis. Nope.
In a head-to-head battle in the final, maybe I'd like to see Dennis Buzhnitz, the fastest skater, against who's the slowest.
Who is the slowest? And it's like, that's not, I know you're saying it as like maybe not, doesn't sound always good to say the slowest, but not as, not
maybe more methodical, more hyper-tech, just goes from, trick to trick.
Yeah, I don't want to say a name now, so I'm not trying to diss anyone.
It's Donnie Barley right there, legend.
What the ultimate final for me is Dennis Buzhnitz versus Andrew Reynolds.
Wow.
We got some warm-ups for jam number 3 going right there.
That'd be a battle of fan favorites. Right? Of course, coming in, Dennis taking the first jam of 3. Jam 3 group in section 1. So Dennis getting the nod there, Billy Rohan in second, and Garrett Hill in third. Remember, this group here will go on to the second section, then on to the third. 24 skaters. The top 12 will advance to the finals, which will take place here on Fuel TV tomorrow, 4 p.m. And the current standings look like this, with still more jams to go in Zone 1.
5 more to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Dennis has it right now, but that doesn't mean
it. When you go for $160,000.
Yeah, we were only halfway through with those results. Yeah. Section 1 only. Now we're going into jam number 5.
Provost right there.
Starting right out. Colin Provost, first pro contest.
Just turned pro.
I don't even think they told him. Like today, just turned pro.
I'm not sure if he's aware of it.
There's Jackson Kurt. Yes.
Try to explain that to someone that doesn't understand the concept of skateboarding, that precarious edge that now guys have to sit on, staying M and becoming pro. It's not like it's
Take it away, Chris.
Well, I mean, someone like Provost has just been killing it. He had his Stay Gold part, then his Toy Machine part. Am of the Year for the skateboard mag. He's just been on a roll. He's killing it. I think he got second Phoenix Am contest, and it's time. The guy just kills everything. Transition. He used to skate vert.
He's the ATV, like the new style skateboarder too, man.
Amazing.
And he's in a hair growing contest with Mickey as well.
Yeah, but it's a decision that I don't think any skater takes lightly. They do try to stay Am as long as they can. And then what we've seen too in Tampa Am and Tampa Pro, sometimes the Am events, they've got nothing to lose.
Sometimes the pros are looking at the Ams going, uh-oh, that's who's coming up next.
Well, that's the situation we got today. I mean, some of our top guys are just recent Ams. Nick Merlino, you got Provost, who's at the top. Figgy, top 3. You know, it's the young guns are stepping up. They want that money. They want to buy some and stuff.
So Colin trying to get on that hubba again. Got Jackson Curtin and Danny Sarazzini in this jam as well. Just a minute 30 left.
And this is our first bunch of guys that qualified. The first 12 that we saw, they didn't have to skate earlier today. So these guys, you know, some of them might have jello legs from skating earlier and being here all day.
Yeah, just making it to the semifinals here was no joke.
Oh, there's some good guys.
Yeah, there's some great competition there. So, yeah, they're a little worn out, man, compared to the first 4 jams we've seen. And they have 2 more sections to go. And it's a good thing they're only 3 minutes long, huh? Got a minute to go. This is Danny Sarazzini right here from Brazil.
You got to check him out in the new blind video that just came out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Highly anticipated video. We're waiting forever on that thing.
There's Jack Curtin in the baseball jersey. You know he's excited to have the Maloofs come to his hometown of D.C.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Hometown
boy, him, Bobby Wars.
Yeah.
A bunch of good guys are going to be in that D.C. one.
Psyched to do a contest in D.C.
I'm psyched to go to South Africa. That's what's awesome about the Maloofs. They're just taking this thing global.
It's like you come out like South Africa? Really? Okay, I want to go.
I want to see someone skate the moon at the Maloof contest. That's how big they're going with this thing.
That was Danny Sarazzini with the switchback tail coming out fakey, which ended up making him regular. You know what? To break that down in a bit, how that switch works. Jackson Curtin going for a kickflip crooked grind. He got in the nose slide.
Colin trying to get that blunt up, way up on that ledge, little gap there. Jeff Rowley looking on.
Oh, yeah.
Opted not to compete, but a big part of this contest and creating this course.
Switch front forward slide for Jackson Curtin, and that ends it right there. Jam number 5, section number 1.
Might have to, if you're going to give the nod anywhere, would you say Colin on this one looked like a little more consistent?
Yeah, he did, but
Danny and Jackson. It's tough, though.
It's going to be tough to compete against, you know, Dennis, Greg, Johnny, so far, though, man. I mean, that's, you know, I mean, these guys were worn out. It was real obvious that they were.
And to think that they have 2 more zones today, and then should they make the finals, I mean, everything's going to be unleashed tomorrow. The entire course at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to really open things up, skating around full speed on everything. Right here we have Jack Curtin. I think it's a switchback, Smith, and it most certainly is. Oh, no, maybe it wasn't. You know, I get confused with Jack Curtin and what way he skates every time. I don't have that reference in front of me right there. Blunt slide all the way across, popping into the bank, Colin Provost. And then that's a 180 to switch crook around. You see how his technique where he pops in at the end, he just doesn't fall off. Colin's super good at that. There's a front side blunt slide, and that's that pop again to fakie right there. That's how you know your tricks are under control, because you can pop it right at the end. Make it look that much better instead of falling right off the ledge.
Look at those eyes, completely oblivious to where he's at.
Not too shabby.
What am I doing?
First pro event. Look at that, Colin getting the knot with an 80.67. So he can stay strong and kind of tried and true on the next 2 zones. He might find himself in the top 12 that will advance to the finals. But the overall standings, as it stands right now, with still more skaters to drop in on the first zone of 3. We see Busenitz still on top, 88.67, followed by Greg Lutzka and Johnny Layton.